welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Naisha and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video. I hope you stick around. For this video, we are going to talk about my 2026 morning routine as a woman of God. Now, here is where I want to do a little disclaimer. This is not my perfect morning routine. This is my intentional morning routine. Okay, let's separate the two because I feel like whenever we see these videos online, how to have a Proverbs 31 morning routine, how to be productive in 2026, like in the videos, they're waking up at 4 a.m. They're getting in the word at 4 a.m. They're going to the gym at 5 a.m. They're drinking their coffee, and it just looks like the perfect morning routine. And sometimes I catch myself seeing those videos and feeling down about myself. Like, dang, they have it together like that? I need to get myself together. I need to wake up at 4. I need to go to the gym. Like, I need to do all these things because I see these videos and I think that it's perfect and I have to have that. Okay? I want to pause and say that's not true. This video is about intentionality, how to have an intentional morning routine. And it's not about perfection. This is my intentional morning routine for 2026. Let's get into it. The first thing that I want to implement into my morning routine in 2026, it is to wake up with intention and purpose. I don't know if you guys relate to this, but I don't like mornings. Okay, mornings, I'm not a morning person at all. Let me know in the comments if you are the same, because whenever that alarm sounds, I'm literally like, I don't want to wake up right now. And more so when I have a long day of work, when I have to wake up to go to work, like it just, I don't know, I'm just like, I want to do this right now, Lord. I really don't want to do this. But you know what? God has been lately convicting me, like, Naisha, today is the day I made. So why aren't you waking up with intention? Like, you have an assignment, you have a calling. Why aren't you waking up with that intentionality? Like, why aren't you rejoicing because you're literally awake right now? That is a blessing, and it's only because of the grace of God. Why not wake up with intention and say, you know what, Lord? I'm up because you allowed me to be awake right now. It's only because of your grace and your mercy that I'm able to get out of bed right now. You know what, Lord? Today, I don't know what the day has for me, but I know you're with me. And I know that you will find ways to bless me and to speak to me and for me to be a blessing to others. Like, I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do today in my life, through me, through others. Like, I'm just excited to see what it is that you have for me today. So for me personally, waking up with intention looks like this. Before I do anything in my morning, the first thing I do, and I've been doing this every single day, I'm actually really proud of myself, but I have been doing kneeling prayers. I spoke about this on my previous videos, but what I do is I literally physically kneel down on the side of my bed to pray and talk to God. Now, before I do that, I actually get out of bed, I brush my teeth, and I wash my face. Doing that helps me to wake up, because listen, if I say I'm gonna pray right now as I'm in bed, you best believe I'm gonna go back to sleep, okay? I'm going to knock right out, and I've done that like so many times. So now what I do is I wake up, I brush my teeth, I wash my face, I put on my moisturizer, I go back into my bedroom, and I make the bed, okay? Making the bed is not only going to help you feel productive already, it's such a simple thing to do, but also it sets up your mindset for, okay, the bed is done for the day. You're not going back into this bed, okay? You have things to do. It's time to get started with the day. So I make the bed, not only because it makes me feel productive, but also it allows me to not go back in bed. And once I make the bed, I then kneel down and just talk to God. Kneeling prayer shows a posture of humility and humbleness. And when I kneel down and pray, I always tell God 3 things. Good morning. I love you. I don't want to do this without you. I always tell God that, and I've been doing this every single day, and it has completely changed the rest of my day and how it goes. I have noticed that when I don't pray, sometimes I find myself being anxious or stressful or just kind of sad and crying. Like, I don't know. But when I do pray, I'm joyful, I'm excited for the day, I am just like at peace. And it truly changes how the day goes. So I highly encourage you guys to pray first thing in the morning. Invite God into your words, into your thoughts, into your actions, into your work, into your marriage, into your friendships, into everything that a day has for you. Invite the Lord for everything. Because listen, I cannot do this without God. I literally would fail every single day if I didn't have the Lord with me. And so I always invite him for my day and I say, God, help me be intentional. Help me steward the things that you have placed in my hands today. Whether it's being a wife, whether it's going to work, help me steward the job that you blessed me with. Whether it's social media personally, that's something I've been wanting to do lately, in YouTube. Help me steward it well, God. It is a moment where if I don't do that before my day starts, honestly, I have realized my day just, it spirals because we cannot do this thing without God. And so that's one thing that I highly recommend, waking up with intention. What does that look like? Well, first of all, getting out of bed with the mindset of like, you know what, God, you made this day, I'm gonna rejoice in it. But second of all, talking to him. The second thing for my morning routine that I am trying to do is to spend time with God consistently every single day in a gentle but realistic way. What do I mean by that? Okay, I am not perfect. And so I used to think that in order to spend quality time with God, that I had to be reading the Bible for an hour and be in prayer and do all these different things in order for it to be a quality time with him. That's not true. I highly recommend that when you spend time with God in the mornings, that number one, you don't treat it like a checklist. That's going to change how your quiet time goes with the Lord, because when you treat it like a checklist, what's going to happen is you're going to do it in a hurry. You're going to just want to get it done. So whether that's reading a chapter, you're going to be like, read it, check, done. I go about my day. And it wasn't intentional. My quiet time with God looks different every day. Like I said, sometimes I read a chapter, sometimes I read a verse, sometimes I do a devotional. It looks different, but it's intentional, right? I want my morning routines to be a place where God can speak, and it's not a rushed morning routine. So do you have to wake up at 4 a.m. to do this? You don't. Whatever that looks like for you, whatever it looks like realistically, do it, but do it with intention and with purpose. Sometimes we think we have to find the time to read the Bible or to be in prayer. You don't have to find time, you have to make the time. Because you make times to be on your phone. You make time to spend with some friends. You make times to watch that Netflix show. You make time for things. So I think you should be able to make time to be in the Word and to be in prayer. Third thing that I want to do is to just be more intentional about my health and my body. I don't know if y'all relate to this, but every single morning I just forget to take my vitamins and I forget to drink water. Y'all, first of all, I struggle with drinking water. I just don't like water, and I forget about my vitamins, and that's so important. So in 2026, I want to be more mindful and intentional about that. So I want to have my water ready for me first thing in the morning with my vitamins. So this is actually something that I want to do the night before, have my water ready with ice and have my vitamins right next to it, so that when I wake up and go to the kitchen, it's right there ready for me to take, and it was set out with intention. You see what I mean? This video is all about intentionality, not perfection, because if you strive for perfection, you are going to fail. Yes, you will. Okay, I also want to be intentional about moving my body, and I want to actually stretch more in 2026. Y'all, I don't stretch at all. And sometimes I just go about my day, I go to work, I do these different things in my day, and I just don't stretch. And stretching, I don't know, I find it to be so peaceful. So I just want to do it for like maybe 5-10 minutes, just a quick little body movement, stretch a little bit, and then that also will help me to just wake up and get ready for the day. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I also want to implement. But if that looks like working out, if that looks like actually going to the gym, then try to implement that in your morning routine for 2026 and be intentional with it. Okay, the fourth thing is I want to romanticize getting ready and be more intentional with that as well. Whether that's my skincare, doing my makeup, putting out an outfit, whatever that looks like, I want to romanticize that moment. Now, me personally, with the job that I have, it's a hybrid job. So that means that sometimes I'm working out and I have somewhere to be, and sometimes I get the blessing and the privilege to work from home. And I'm not gonna lie, on days I would work from home, I would literally stay in my PJs for the rest of the day. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm literally still in my bottom PJs. That's okay though, that's okay, we're being realistic. You see what I mean? This is what I want for this channel, okay? We're being real here, okay? I just wanna be real with you guys. At least I'm put together here up. That's the thing. So on my non-working out days, like working from home days, I would not get ready at all. So I would be in my PJs, I would not do my makeup, my hair would be a mess, And how I looked was how I felt throughout the day. Lazy. And so I told myself that whether that's going out to work or just being home, I'm going to get ready. I'm going to put on a cute outfit. I'm going to do, maybe even if it's a simple makeup, like doing my eyebrows. I find that if I do my eyebrows and lashes, I'm good. Like that's the one thing I'm just like, if I do my eyebrows and lashes, I just feel a little bit better. And then just kind of putting my hair into a cute style, do it, whatever, and putting my jewelry and just feel good about myself. Now, I personally take nighttime showers, but if you take morning showers, take a shower. Put on your makeup, put on an outfit, get ready for the day, even if you're just gonna be at home, because it truly will change how the rest of your day goes. While I'm getting ready, I also like to listen to worship. This is something that I have been doing lately and I just love. I love getting ready and just being like, good morning, God, and like literally listening to worship and praising Him as I'm doing my makeup. I'm taking care of myself while also giving glory to the Lord, and that's something that's so beautiful and I highly recommend. The next thing is to create a peaceful home atmosphere. So after I'm done getting ready, I like to tidy up the home. So I like to walk around the house and see things where I need to pick up things and put to another room. Maybe the dishes were not done the night before, because let's be real, we're being realistic. Sometimes that doesn't happen all the time. I tidy up the living room and I put soft music in the background. I light a candle and I just create an atmosphere in my home where it's peaceful. And lastly, plan my day with intention. In 2026, this is the mindset that I want to have, and I encourage you to have as well. Whenever we make a list and a plan for the day, we're always like, what do I want to do today? Right? So I want to do this today, I want to do that, I want to do this, but I want to change my mindset for 2026. Instead of being like, what do I want to do? I want to think about, who do I want to be? Who am I called to be? So changing my mindset and writing intentional goals for the day. We talked about this in my previous video, how to set goals, and daily goals is something that helps a lot, right? Because the Bible says, don't worry about tomorrow, let tomorrow worry about itself. So when I wake up, after I'm done tidying up the home, I want to sit down and be like, Lord, how can I honor you today? How can I serve you well today? How can I serve others? How can I serve my husband and myself today? And here's something that I actually want to do in 2026. I want to write in my journal 3 things. The first thing, I want to write 3 habits that I'm trying to implement. The second thing I want to write is 1 thing that I am thankful for. Now, hear me when I say this. I highly recommend writing just 1 thing you're thankful for. Whenever we write things that we're thankful for, we usually write like a list. I'm thankful for my house. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for my dog. I'm thankful for food. We write like a whole list, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you think about it, you're not really meditating on the individual things you're thankful for. And you're not really having that moment of thankfulness for those things. For example, whenever I write 1 thing I'm thankful for, let's say my house, right? Lord, I'm thankful for my house. I meditate on that 1 thing for 10 minutes, and I'm talking to God about my house. And I'm like, Lord, thank you for my house. God, you literally blessed me and my husband with everything we have in our home. We have a bed. We get to sleep in a bed with a blanket. Other people don't have that privilege, so thank you so much. Lord, thank you so much for our AC and heater. It works, and so we're able to be cozied up in the winter. Lord, thank you so much for the dishes. We have dishes and we have food, like you provided that for us. Thank you so much. Lord, thank you so much for the Christmas tree that I have in the living room. Like, it makes me so happy, and not a lot of people have the privilege and the blessing to have like Christmas decor, and this is something that you blessed us with. You see? So when you think of 1 thing you're thankful for and you meditate on that for 10 minutes, you just start thinking of more things within that 1 thing that you're thankful for. If that makes sense. Instead of just being like, thank you for my house, thank you for my husband, thank you for my dog. You see what I mean? So I highly recommend just writing 1 thing you're thankful for. And number 3, what is 1 thing that you want me to steward well today? And that is my morning routine for 2026. And I'll tell you right now, am I gonna do this every day? Probably not. I'm probably gonna fail some days, others it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna do everything I showed you in this video. But it's not about perfection, It's about intentionality. That's the one thing I want you to take from this video. You don't have to be perfect. God just wants your heart and your willingness and your obedience, and He will work out the rest for your good. If you like this video, if you found some sort of encouragement, please let me know in the comments below. Give me a thumbs up because it truly means a lot to me. I also love replying to your comments, so leave me a comment. What is something that you are trying to implement in your morning routine for 2026? I would love to see those. And yes, I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. Have a blessed day. Bye everyone.